We're back. I'm day 9.
And I'm Mr. Bitter. Sorry for the elongated break there, guys.
Well, let me just explain a little bit. I was saying I don't know if you do this, but I do this. If I have somewhere I need to be, and there's a line in the way, I cut the line. Why would you not do that? I mean, I remember once I had a thesis presentation, and I had to just cut the line, right? I'm not just gonna like go to the restroom and be like, well, I'll just patiently wait and fail my thesis, and of equal gravity. Sase was in the line at the restroom because there's like 20,000 some nerds here. All of whom were consuming beverages nonstop, staying at their computers. The line was long, and he respectfully didn't cut. But I would have cut. And when he came back, I was like, cut next time. Just get in the front. And he's like, I'll tell them Day 9 sent me. And I was like, that works. Then
Yeah. Day 9 made me do it.
Yeah. It's like, I can't help. I was like, pee on him, Sase. Hurry up. We have a match to cast. But the exciting news is that I do agree with you. I think this is going to be the best match of the night.
It could very, very well be. Sase been training very hard over in Korea, and it's showing in his play here this weekend. Nerchio has been one of the best European Zergs for a long, long time, and he sort of had this air of inability to perform at lands, but recently he seems to have shaken that off as well. And I'm so excited to see how these guys, how they match up. There we go.
And one thing I really love is that Nerchio used to be random. For a very long time was the #1 ranked random player by a long shot, maintaining like that top grandmaster position style, top random, and then just decided, you know what, Zerg suits my style best. I think they're the best race for me. Went with it and has continued to perform absolutely brilliantly. And now it looks like he is going to have that uphill battle up against Sase. And I do believe Sase is, of course, Swedish, but Nerchio is Polish, is that right?
Correct.
Polish random now into Polish Zerg. We are starting on dual site. Who will end up being the champ?
Oh, impossible to say.
Both these players are 1-0 in their group, so whoever wins will advance almost certainly.
Yes, almost certainly. One of these guys, well, definitely one of these guys will be playing tomorrow. And even if even the loser still has a chance to stick around, very important game nonetheless. Fighting for that guaranteed spot. They both won it very, very badly. And, man, Nerchio, one of my favorite players in the world, and that's who we have spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen.
And
little lag.
Thank goodness. It looks like the computer decided to stay with us. Yep, Nerchio down in bottom left will be faring up against Sase, who has every trick up his sleeve imaginable. I cannot emphasize enough how unpredictable Sase plays at all points in time.
Yeah, you are right on with that. He's not afraid to mix it up, and he has just so many tools in his bag. Quite frankly, I want to see these guys macro against one another, but anything Sase can do is going to be really fun to watch.
Yeah, Sase, of course, the infamous Warp Prism drop with Sentries, so popular. Really, I think he was pretty much the pioneer of that. Just decided, yeah, I'll drop it and do my tickle beam, and he kind of just nuzzles the ground.
Turns out this is really good.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those things that there's so much that sounds correct on paper, and then when you try it in practice, you're like, oh god, that didn't work out very nicely at all. You know, a lot of times mech feels that way. Oh, my Hellions will counter the Marines, and this counters that, and A counters B, and every which way, and then Zerg just comes in with a lot of shit, and Sase narrowly avoids. Wait, did I just hear this?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Well, that's the way mech feels. I have a lot of personal anger about that.
Yeah,
that's okay. It's being streamed through my channel. My viewers know that I am occasionally, I guess I would say I'm PG-15.
Yeah.
Not quite PG-13.
Yeah, it wasn't an F-bomb, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Nerchio going 14 spawning pool, 15 gas. And Sase's got that in-base pylon, so obviously he's not going to be going for any kind of forge opening. I like one gate expand. We've been talking about it a little bit this weekend, day 9. Just the pressure options you have. You see Sase really. Oh, nice control by Nerchio.
See you later, Sase.
Was that the Navajo Indian battle cry there?
Yeah. Every Murloc in the area is coming to answer the mating call.
Oh God, MC's going to come running back here with his hoodie on. Cybercore down here for Sase. He's chrono boosting out probes like a boss. He has taken this second gas, but he's not mining from this second gas. He let Nerchio scout it. and then just pulled all of his probes out. So Nerchio completely in the dark to this non-mining second gas of Sase's.
Nerchio's building his expansion now. And it looks like he is not even going to be getting any kind of metabolic boost. This is something that we ended up seeing Sheth do, delaying that Zergling speed a good amount, knowing that he doesn't need it to punish the expansion. As there is no expand coming up at Sase. Ooh, being a little bit bold with that Zealot, but pulling back just in time. It looks like he may be gearing up for a one-gate expand, and Nerchio does manage to slip on up.
Nice control there by Nerchio. Gets in there, sees the one gate, second gate going down. And probe's going to be pulled off the line, but not in time to kill this Ling. So Nerchio getting a really nice scout of his opponent, going to continue poking away at the front. Sase looks like he wants to expand off just 2 gateways. This is something that we're starting to see a little bit more. Protoss players said, well, 3-gate expand, maybe not the best in terms of economy. 1-gate expand, a little bit susceptible to mass speedling. So we've been seeing some experimentation with things like 2-gate expo. Of course, Sase doesn't have to expand here. He could always throw down a Stargate or something like that, but I do expect to see Nexus here shortly.
Oh, a cancel.
Ooh.
It looks like the 1.5-gate expand is going to be the strategy of choice for Mr. Nerchio.
Taking it to the next level.
Sase, oh, adding on. Ooh, a lot of Zerglings incoming for Nerchio. He is starting to go back to that drone production, but is this going to be some sort of push? Is he just going to poke and prod? Is he worried about some sort of counterattack? It's, again, exactly what you're talking about. If it's a 3-gate, you know you got to build at least some amount of Lings. With the 1-gate, you can go Ling free or Ling all in, but if it's a 2-gate, you don't know if you're overcommitting, if these Lings can do anything.
And I'm eager to see what Nerchio chooses to do here. He's going to come up and take a look. He'll see 3 sentries, and he might just try to fight it. And I think that is exactly what's going to happen. No. Sase with a nice force field. Wow. So I think Sase is going to be pretty safe here. It's only 10 Zerglings. That's really not that many. And with 2 or 3 sentries, you can drop enough force fields to make your army pretty much impossible to attack.
Now, what's interesting is we're actually seeing a robotics facility down from Sase. This is so unusual.
1-gate robo.
1-gate into 2nd-gate, and then the robo as the expands coming up. I'm actually trying to rake through my enormous library of casted StarCraft 2 matches, and I cannot find one where it's 2-gate robo. I mean, I've seen Sase do this 2-gate robo style against Terran, but against Zerg, nothing of the sort, and this immediately gets me excited because you can begin getting the Warp Prism right away to do the harassment, but of course plopping out a relatively fast Immortal if need be. In the meantime, it looks like Nerchio is going for the usual timing of adding Roach Warren and Evo Chamber. Always generally have those synced up in a lot of strategies, and we do see Nerchio taking the southern expansion.
Man, Sase is going to have so few units here. We see the Lings did try to poke up into the natural, but a couple of force fields put an end to that. And
slightly late. Was in the mood to snatch up and trap up all those units. But now we also see the immediate robotics base, some Colossi incoming soon.
Yeah, this is like uber fast Colossus tech day 9, like beyond uber fast. He's going to have his first Colossus out in just a couple of seconds. One more time with the Lings. This time there's not as many sentries there as Sase has picked up 4 of them and flown out to do that harassment.
Nerchio knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to try to force some wasted force fields, and that sign of the pylon going down is a clear way of saying I am very worried about you busting down this entrance.
Yes, indeed. One more force field from Sase. Nerchio might be able to take out that upgrading forge. That would be really, really annoying. That pylon at the front does fall, but Sase in position to defend.
It looks like he has not enough space. That ends up being taken down. But meanwhile, in the main base, the Tickle Beam sentry play has plopped down.
Yep, you kill my upgrade, I kill your upgrade. Appears to be the thought process here. Roaches are popping out. That's going to make it very, very hard for these sentries to do a whole lot.
It looks like he is trying to just trap off things as much as he can. A pretty substantial hit to the economy there. He is going to pick up everything.
Oh, he got that last sentry. I thought it was going to go down for sure, but not the case. Sase with the excellent micro there. Nerchio's economy is looking pretty good day 9. He's already on 49 drones. He's got about 10 more popping out here shortly. And he'll be on a fully saturated 3 bases in just a little while. First Colossus about to pop out for Sase. And I'm trying to put it together. What is Sase thinking? Is he going to go for some kind of Colossus push off of 2 bases, or does he want to just use these Colossi to secure a third?
Oh, no. It looks like he's trying to do a drop. Had to pull back. You know, I think think he's going to go for a relatively early third, but I think that it's not going to be your typical plant the third down and then expand with a small force. It's going to be kind of a push and expand. He's going to make a play, but not really with the intention of trying to win with it, and it looks like there is a small force of Roachling that will end up having to pull back. And goodness, does Nerchio not even have speed? No, has not even begun researching it.
Yep. Upon seeing that, Colossus immediately drops a Spire and 15 more drones. Nerchio's economy is going to be booming. Still hasn't taken a 4th base, but he's going to have like 70-something drones on 3 bases, and that is pretty good. Roach speed just now starting up as well for Nerchio. Sase, what are you thinking, man? He's up to just 4 gates with that Robo, adding a couple more gates, so I don't know. Maybe he's going to get aggressive.
Looks like he does want to do some big damage soon. I'm trying to find out where that Warp Prism ran off to.
I think it's, I don't know.
Oh, it's right there. I was staring directly at it, but it blended in with this giant, beautiful force of sentries. With that range upgrade, now Sase has some nice leeway with that one Colossus, and all of those Overlords are so vulnerable. And it looks like Nerchio going to attempt the good old no-speed counterattack with this one single Colossus.
Yeah, but it's going to be really hard to get in there, especially with that Colossus behind the wall. Sase's killed quite a few Overlords. This is going to supply block Nerchio for, well, he's just popping out some OBs, so he'll be able to start producing units again soon. This is a reasonably scary army from Sase. This is kind of the ninja toss mode that you were talking about, Day9.
It looks like Sase's starting to advance forward. And with that Warp Prism, easy, warp and easy.
Oh, yep, here we go. Colossus does poke forward. Just a single Colossus, some sentries, and some stalkers. And oh, really scary push, Day9.
Oh my god, all the drones from every angle. Nerchio with a shocking amount of units from all sides, but Sase knows exactly what he's doing with that Warp Prism. Loading up, dropping back down, saves the Colossus again, doing some cute micro, accidentally canceling some of the warp ins, but he is just going to drop back on the backside. That Colossus. That is amazing control by Sase, keeping everything in line and alive. No amount of transfuse is going to be able to keep this army alive for long, and the poor Overlords swell from Sase.
I am so impressed at the way that Sase is using this Warp Prism, keeping that Colossus alive for the longest time. Finally, the Colossus does fall.
And there's the good game, Sase, on a map that many would choose as a Zerg player.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we've been seeing Zergs go with dual sight all weekend long.
Yeah, Sase just with a very nice crushing blow there. I mean, I really, really like the way that he was using the Warp Prism to harass, using it to drop the Zealot right on the watchtower, and you even saw the Zerg not quite think